The biggest lesson I learned is, you got to play for 60 minutes. We're down by 2 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden we get back in it, and we're ready to fight. And the defense gets us the ball back, and we have a chance to go down and score and tie it up or go up. And so that's kind of what I learned there. You just got to play the whole game. You don't know what's going to happen.
That third down pass, how close was that to being a completion?
Well, unfortunately, the D lineman read it pretty well. He was looking at me the whole way, I think, and jumped up and tipped it. And then and I didn't really see the replay on the screen, but I think Jordan almost got his hands under it. So unfortunately, we didn't get the first down there, but he made a good play on it.
And then fourth down, I guess just nothing open.
Yeah, I felt like someone kind of came free, and then it was one of those deals that if I feel that, kind of take off. And I should have kept my eyes downfield a little longer. I think one of the guys got open, and it would have gotten us a first down.
What were some of the veteran players, such as Mike, and saying to you during the game?
They're just telling me just go out there and have fun. Kind of the big deal was my dad even told me play like it's like 5th grade football, just have fun. And the veteran guys said the same thing. Just we've got nothing to lose right now, so we're out there having fun.
Yeah, happy with the effort to play them pretty close.
Yeah, we played physical this whole game. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but we're happy with how we played, and hopefully the physicality will turn over into the next game and we can get a win.
Just a few opportunities.
Yeah, we had they had 2 big plays on defense that we gave up. And, I take part in one. I take responsibility for some of it. If we would have had those, it would have been a different ball game. If we would have made those plays.
Did you think you had a real shot? What were you guys thinking with about 6 minutes to go when you tied it up? Were you pretty confident?
Yeah, we were confident we were going to win the game. Like I said, we just had a few mistakes that cost us the win. We got to correct those for next week.
What 2 plays are you talking about? I'm guessing the run is one of them, right?
The big run and then the trick double pass.
You happy with the effort you guys had?
Yeah, we had great effort all night, first quarter to the fourth. We just, like I said, just the 2 plays. If we would have had those 2 plays, we would definitely won the game.
Jeffrey said you guys are kind of just going out there having fun because you're not really playing for a bowl or anything. Is that kind of mentality now, just kind of play spoiler for some of these teams? And
I would say that, but also we want to play for the seniors, and we want to make them go out on a positive note, and we just want to play for our pride. We want to win just like everyone else. We want to win these last 2 games now, and just end on a good note.
We didn't accomplish our goals that we wanted for this game. One of the main goals, we felt like this team was a tough, disciplined team. They don't make many mistakes, and they're very physical. And we wanted to make sure that we out-physical them, or at least played as tough with them as they were. And we did that. We're tough, and we'll hit you, and they know that they were in a fight. But what we didn't do is we didn't take care of the football like we said we had to do. And that was one of the reasons why we made the move with Blaire. It was just, if you drop back and it's not there, just take off with it and keep it and, be an athlete. And take care of the football on the reads and that type of, we put a bunch of new plays in for him, and I thought he played well. We just didn't make the plays perfect when we had to, and they made a couple of real nice plays. I thought that last run by their running back was really a great run. It's kind of the way he runs. He kind of sits in there and just finds a hole and then hits it. We had him surrounded. It looked to me like we had him stopped, and then he just busted it. And their quarterback was hard to get a hold of. He did a nice job with getting out of the pocket and making things happen.
having Blaire run, is that something that you trust him more than Nick and Carson with?
Well, it's just what Blaire's better at, and he's good at that, and I thought he showed it tonight.
Coach, you have a hard time distinguishing between when the play was designed for him to run and when he may have left a little bit early. How often would you say you designed him for him to run?
He probably left a little bit early at times, but that's okay. We wanted him to take care of the football. Like down on the goal line when we had the little dump, we're going to dump pass it, he went up to throw the ball and there was someone in his vision, a white jersey, and so he pulled it down and then he tried it again, and then the guy came open. And so, experienced veteran type of guy that's seasoned, knows the plays, and does that. Might just take it and throw it in there, knowing that it's going to be open. But he's taking care of the ball. That's what he was supposed to do when he went in there. And then, of course, he made a bad fumble too.
When you look back at missed opportunities, what are some of the ones?
Well, I would say definitely, in the first half we fumble the ball when we're down in there in a position to kick a field goal. That's 3 points. And then right before the half, we fumble the ball on a fly play where we, all he's got to do is run around down there 10 yards and run out of bounds if he has to, and he fumbles the ball. So we fumble the ball too much, and Blaire fumbled it going for a first down, reaching for it. And then I thought they were all excellent calls, actually. The officiating, all those close calls were correct, pretty much according to the replay.
Coach, talk about snapping it out of the shotgun on the goal line after you block the punt as opposed to putting him under center. After you block the punt, you have the ball on like the 1-inch line, and I think you went out of shotgun.
Yes.
3 times as opposed to putting him under center.
We don't go under center with them. We don't do that anymore. So those are some of the changes that we've made this year. First for me, in my coaching career, not to have a quarterback sneak, but dropped the ball the first time. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. He almost got it, yeah.
It was a pretty conservative game plan in terms of a lot of
Yes,
time.
it was.
Was that the idea to be in the game?
Right, It was I thought the game plan was real good by the coaches. It was to, keep it close or be ahead at halftime. That's a big deal for Coach O'Leary, is to be ahead at halftime. And golly, those 2 fumbles gave him that opportunity, But I thought we did a great job in coming back in the second half, and to the point where we were able to at least tie it up and get right back into that game and make it an exciting game and make it a good team effort. It's nice to have Jeffrey back. He's healthy. I don't know what he hurt out there. It looked like he was holding his groin. I don't know what. He must have hurt his hand or something. But I was thinking like, oh my God, he pulled his groin again, but he didn't he? And we got guys like Josh Feely and Jeffries and guys like that that were hurt out there that played and came right back and played really well after being carried off the field. So we're a courageous bunch of guys, I think.
I think it was the 3rd and 19.
That was big.
18 yards on 3rd and 19. It was a scramble.
Yeah. He's that quarterback has really improved since last year. I've been watching him, obviously every game. He played very well against us last year, throwing the football, and we were running past him, and he was ducking underneath our defensive ends and getting that, and then getting out. So we had it contained, but he'd let you run up field and then duck underneath it. He's a good quarterback, and they have a good team. They're the best team in the conference.
Is this just a case of the best team in the conference kind of figuring out how to win a close game?
Yeah, I guess. That's their problem. Our problem is, making the play when we have to play. We just haven't. When we have to make a big play, come up with a big play. We haven't done that consistently this year. Come up short. Played well, played good, played close, and then just don't quite get over the hump. Don't make the play that wins the game for us.
You've had big plays in the past before in your offense. And been able to make
This is a different offense than what we used to run. This was definitely a different offense, and then it was Kevin Perry made a beautiful block on Nathan Jeffrey's long run. They blitzed, corner came right in there and he ran right into Kevin Perry, and it was a home run. So things that we're doing are what we can do right now best.
Blaire only had 5 completions, but are you kind of set with him going on?
I don't know what. I have to look at how his passing and how he ran out of there. I'm not sure if he ran out of there too quick or didn't see guys were open or what. I'm just kind of learning his style of play too, Blaire's. He only got 5 completions. That's not very good. So we only threw it 11 times, so it wasn't that bad. But we weren't going into this game saying we were going to throw the ball 50 times. And we made the decision well in advance of what we were doing. We just didn't want them to know, not hold anything against you guys or anything, holding out on you or anything like that. But we just, they didn't need to know who our starting quarterback was going to be. But we kind of made that decision very soon after the Houston game, going into what we did last week.
When you were kind of sputtering in the second half, did you think of making?
No, I didn't. I didn't think about it the whole game. Because he threw some pretty good passes, and then he started right out, and then he hit that post, and then he hit the post corner, and Jordan didn't catch it. Those would have been big plays that we could have used.